Basically, all we have left is Humps and Scipio the Pacifist. And somehow, we need to imply that they survive against this and also need to battle the poison. Peace talks opportunity, it's really not the time. It's really, really not the time. I don't think there is any coming back from this. Oh, well, that was weird. That was like, it's like I had a dream that everybody died and got killed by a poison ship and all the centipedes that came out of that. It was really, really weird, man, but whatever. You know, we're all alive. Everything's fine. Colmea is doing what Colmea does, which is currently, I don't know, meditating, I suppose. Also seems to be a dead ostrich there we could probably go ahead and grab. Blue, where are you off to? You're going up to do some mining? Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll tell you one thing. That dream did have a silver lining to it, because that dream did involve having component assembly. Unfortunately, that just wasn't reality. We don't have component assembly yet, so we're going to be waiting for just a little while. It did give me an idea, though. It did give me the idea of having some storage down here for all of our wood and some steel components and plasteel, so that's going to be a thing that we can have down here. But yeah, other than that, there's not much to take away from that dream, other than maybe don't attack poison ships should we ever happen to encounter one, because we've never encountered one, ever, other than in that dream, obviously. We have struck compacted machinery. Now that is news I am very happy to hear, because we can go ahead and mine that out right away, because that's going to give us some components. So we're absolutely going to go ahead and do that. We could also go ahead and just start mining out all of the steel around here as well, since we could absolutely use that. Now, an area has been revealed. Let's jump to that location. Apparently right there has been revealed. Fair enough. Now, there are a pair of rare, I don't know, thrumbos down here. They are very, very strong. But the horn will sell for a lot of money, and I also feel like we could get a lot of meat from them. So the question becomes, do we attempt to kill them? Because we could. We could absolutely attempt to murder them. I'm just worried that they may, in fact, murder us. So I feel like taking a risk there is not a good idea. I also feel like going ahead and saying that we want to deconstruct these sandbags is probably a pretty good idea. Just in case we happen to need that steel for anything at any point, you know, we probably want to get those sandbags out of there. I'm also thinking, and have been thinking, that it might be an idea to just go ahead and expand out into the hills and out into the mountain. Because as nice as it would be, why have we lost power everywhere? Oh, there's an eclipse going on, of course. As nice as it would be to not really have to worry that much about bugs, I kind of feel like chopping all this out and using this area would be a bit nicer. Now, there's an aurora. A beautiful aurora is lighting up the sky. The undulating colors will boost the mood of anyone outside to see them and make the night brighter. Okay. Well, that's not so bad. That's actually kind of nice. Let's go ahead and say that we're going to deconstruct just maybe there. Maybe we make this a separate room. I kind of like the idea of making that a separate room. We'll go ahead and deconstruct there and start, you know, digging through to get into this new space. Because I really do feel like, you know, well, actually, maybe this could be like a corridor or something, and then this will be the room. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a corridor here that's going to lead into this space. So if we go ahead and say mine like this, this is going to be our corridor. And I don't know what, wait, Squirrel 1 has been torn to death by a grizzly bear. Well, I guess that saves me in having to slaughter it myself, so that's fine. Scipio and Humps, you guys are not going to be coming out. The rest of you, I do actually want to come out because I want you to murder the grizzly bear and possibly also the timber wolf that appears to be up there as well. That seems like it might be a good idea. Because, number one, food. Number two, saves in any of you guys potentially dying. So, murder that. Thank you. And murder the bear. There we go. Nicely done. And it's almost finished off. There we go. All right. Unrecruit everybody. Unforbid the bear. Unforbid the timber wolf. And we're sorted. Kine, are you going to go do it? I think you're going to... No, you're not. Okay. Let me actually go to my animals here because I don't want Count to follow anybody. I want Count to stay in the base and not ever go out to fight. Because it just doesn't seem like a good idea to have the animal going out and fighting. Now, let's see here. What can we do with this passageway here? I'm kind of thinking we continue to mine this out. And we gradually come around all of our structures here. Now, we could absolutely deconstruct some of this because we built that specifically to sort of protect against bugs. Apparently, we're not doing that anymore. So, let's go up like this. And we can basically have a corridor that's going to go the whole way around that part of the base, giving us space for rooms in the mountain. Now, obviously, we could build some bedrooms in there. I don't particularly want to do that. I think we will expand out this way, the way we did in the dream. And we can build some bedrooms out there. But in here could be a really good area for prisoners or something like that. So I do think a prison area in here could be a really nice thing to do. So let's actually go ahead and see if we could maybe get some prison cells in here. So we'll go for 4 by 5 and 4 by 5. And we'll cancel those bits at the end. So those are going to be 2 prisoner cells or prison cells or whatever you want to call them. We could maybe do the same thing here as well. So 4 by 5, 4 by 5, and a corridor again. So we can have 4 cells for 4 prisoners, and that should be fine. So we'll get that all mined out in time. It's obviously going to take a little bit, but Blue is currently getting to it. So that'll be good. Obviously, like I said, going to take time, but we'll get to it. Hopefully we don't have a collapse in here or anything that would kind of be a disaster. We do apparently have low food, and we do have a couple of minor break risks. The low food thing is a bit weird because it doesn't feel like we have low food. I mean, 58 meals doesn't feel like low food, but I guess with the amount of colonists we have, it technically is low food. It's just a little bit annoying, I guess, to be like, hey, you've got all these colonists, but like no food. It's frustrating. Is what it is. Now let's have a look up here. Have we actually gone ahead and mined out? No, we haven't touched the components yet. We are getting the steel though, which is nice. And Colmea has inspired surgery, which is interesting. Now what's the floor in here? Marble tiles. Can we go ahead and maybe get more of those for the remaining 2 bedrooms here? So marble tiles are going to go there. And there as well. So we'll get those done in some time. I am legitimately very worried about the idea of bugs attacking us in here. I am a little bit nervous because it could happen, and a bug attack could very well be a disaster. Hopefully, it ends up being something we don't have to worry about too much. But what I think we'll probably end up doing is having a lot of basically checkpoints throughout this corridor where we will have doors. So like here, there's going to be a door. We'll probably have a door around this corner somewhere over here as well. Basically, we're just going to have points that anything hostile is going to have to get through to get to the colony, which I think is probably a pretty good idea. So if we go to walls here, we can say wall that bit up and put a door on it. Obviously, wooden doors aren't that strong, but they are better than nothing. So I'll feel a bit safer with wooden doors rather than just one giant corridor with absolutely no security. That's kind of where we're at, pretty much. Now let's see here. I'm also thinking it might be an idea to select growing zone 2 here and say that we want to change that out for something like potatoes, perhaps. Just, again, because we are occasionally getting that low food warning. So if we go ahead here and say harvest, we can harvest all of that and then just cut the remaining plants. So there we go. We'll cut the plants out of there and we can start planting some potatoes at some point. That'll get us a few more hops, which is all good. You know, we're getting plenty of wort, which means we're going to get plenty of beer, which we're actually getting at the moment. And I'm definitely not complaining about the beer. Definitely not complaining about the beer. It's going to be really nice to have that. But it's definitely not something we need urgently. The thing we really need at the minute is absolutely some meat, some crops, some food. We actually don't have any meat whatsoever, so we'll unforbid you because we can actually, you know, get some meat from that dead boom rat. There is an alpaca up here, and it is raining, so technically we could probably go out and hunt the boomalopes, which is actually kind of tempting. Let's grab everybody except Scipio and Humps. We'll send them out, and as long as it keeps raining, we can keep hunting boomalopes here. As long as it keeps raining. If it doesn't, we have a problem. You guys have showed up. Let's go ahead and say kill that. Kill that one. Kill that one. There we go. Kill that one. Kill that one if you can. There we go. Kill that one. And that one. Oh, kill it. There we go. All right. So that actually worked out really, really well. We can unforbid all of those. And since it's raining, the fires will go out, so we should be able to grab all of those corpses at some point. Let's see. Can I get you to haul that boomalope? Colmea, can I get you to haul that one? Kai, can you haul that one? Blue, can we get you to come out and haul that one? Humps, I don't believe you'll do hauling, so that's fine. Hunter, you cannot do it either. White, you cannot haul it because it's burning. Okay. Let's get you to do that one. White can come out and do that one. Scipio can do that one. And there we go. So the boomalope corpses are coming in. That should get us a whole bunch of meat, which is absolutely what we want. There we go. The boomalopes are going in. Humps is going to start chopping those up a little bit. They actually do get us a decent amount of meat as well, which is fantastic news. And everybody's actually going to bed, so fair enough. Fair enough. I think we'll see how that all turns out, I suppose, once Humps gets up in the morning and chops those all up into a bit more meat so we can start making a bit more food. It'll also be really nice to get this all mined out so we can start getting prisoners should we really need to. With that said, I mean, generally, anytime we get attacked, we find ourselves in a situation where prisoners aren't really an option because they all die. So I guess we'll really see how that goes. Scipio, what are you working on? Making some pants? Okay. We really do need to get someone on armor production again. Because getting everybody some serious gear would be really nice. It's just... The problem, of course, is that armor production was using, I believe, steel and components. I mean, we can look at the machining table here. Armored vests were 2 components, 120 steel. The simple helmet was... I don't know. What was the simple helmet? I don't know. 70 ingredients? Maybe the simple helmet was just steel. It seems like it was just steel that we were using for those simple helmets. Which, honestly, I'm not too worried about. The simple helmets wouldn't be a terrible thing to have. It's just those armored vests were the problem. We can make them out of plasteel as well, which I believe we have a lot of, or we did have a lot of. 225 there. Yeah, we've got 890 Yeah! Cargo pods actually landed in the base and destroyed part of our base. Well, thanks for that. I have never seen cargo pods land at the base before. All right, we'll get that all fixed up. Sure, that's a bit weird. I guess, I mean, we could make some helmets out of plasteel as well. I think I'll allow it, and I think we will maybe unsuspend that so that we can make some helmets for everybody. I think that might be an idea, because we'll start taking them out of those tribal masks, and instead we'll get them into some nice helmets. Now, Jenny, what is it you do? Now, you are very good at art. You're not very good at crafting. And then Kai, you are quite good at crafting, but you're also really good at research. You're also pretty good at research, Koala, so we'll put you on that in case you ever want to do it. I kind of do want to say that Kai could do a bit of crafting. You know, maybe a bit of like low-level tailoring, not tailoring, low-level smithing and crafting. That might prioritize over your research, though. Like, if I do that, yeah, you are going to stick on the research, so that's fine. Well, that's all right. Also, apparently we have another crop of hops coming through here. Which, on one hand, I'm really keen for. On the other, I'm still sort of frustrated by, because, obviously, most of this space is taken up by them. But we'll get through them in time, and eventually, you know, we'll get back to proper food production. Right now, it's not that big of a deal, I suppose. We'll get it sorted. Minor break risk from Gray. What's up with Gray? Where are you? Where's Gray? Gray's right at the start. So what's up with Gray? What's up with your mood? You're in a little pain. You're insulted. You feel bad. A colonist died. And you ate without a table. Well, the table thing's still, as always, like, that's not my fault. There is a table right there. So these complaints about tables and stuff, really not my problem. You're going to go ahead and get some steel from the slag chunks there, which is not bad. We have got 6 components lying around, and we are over halfway to component assembly. And apparently we just construct compacted machinery as well, which is fantastic. Because, again, more components. Absolutely looking forward to getting more components there. So that'll be really, really nice. I'll tell you what we're going to do as well. We could probably start working on building out some of this space. So if I was to go ahead and say that I want a wall there, like that, we are going to want a wall going here as well. I realize I actually need to mine out more of this space. So orders, mine. We just need to mine all of this. So all of that needs to go. And this could probably go as well. So we're just going to mine everything out and see what we can do here in terms of actually getting a good corridor going. Because I think I have a lot more to mine out than I thought I did. Which is alright, I suppose. This is going to need to go to there. And again, we'll get to the rest of this in time. There's a lot of work to be done there. And, you know, it'll happen. Go ahead and get a door there as well. Yeah, it'll all happen. It's just going to take a bit. Now, Skippy has actually just done a good quality helmet right there. which is fantastic. What is he working on now? Making another simple helmet. Okay. So those simple helmets are going to be made until we have 5 of them. Obviously, I believe all my colonists are going to want to upgrade to simple helmets as well. But at least they are good quality. I'm actually quite happy about that. So we should see a few people come in and equip those in time, at least. I don't know. They might prioritize the mining first, but that's not really a big deal. I'll tell you what we could do, though. We could very well go ahead and say that we wanted to mine out some space over here as well. So if we mine these out and mine that out, we're also going to want that plasteel there. But then I'm thinking we could actually just continue this wall straight over. Although that's not going to give us a lot of space to work with. Okay, let's not continue that wall straight over. Let's do this sort of thing here. And this sort of thing here. So the same thing that we do, you know, with these walls, we're going to do it there. We're going to want to do similar here as well. So up like this. And then over like this, I suppose. So that'll sort of force them down through here, which is not going to be a pleasant place to be. Actually, those are going to be mined out, so we're just going to force them right down to here, essentially. So we'll cancel that bit. So then we'll have to get rid of this space completely. So we'll just do this sort of thing to block that up a bit better. So that's all going to be blocked off. This lower passage is going to be very easy to block off, I think. That's going to go there. And that's going to go like that. And that'll give us all of this space to work with. Now, we are going to want to go ahead and put some doors in. So we'll start here. And we'll basically leave a gap of 2 between all of the doors, the way we usually do. To make sure that, you know, any bad guys come through here, they are gonna have a pretty bad time. So there we go. That's gonna be the defenses on that side. We can do the same over here. Not that I think this side's gonna need that much. That side's actually gonna be tricky to work with. Hopefully that side sort of works out. Hopefully that doesn't run into any problems there. Then over here is going to be nice and simple as well. Just something like this the whole way along. Obviously one of the weaker fronts of the base. But I don't think that's too much of an issue. Go ahead and put a bit of wall there. Then into security, we want to grab the deadfall traps and just lay them out like so. We are going to do the same just up here as well. Unfortunately, not very many of them going in there. But that should be alright. Then over here, we're going to get a whole bunch of them. So anyone attacks this area from the north, they're going to get destroyed. They're going to get absolutely wrecked. And that's kind of what we want, so feeling pretty good about this. There we go. We'll get all that built in time. We're going to want some floors on that as well, so we'll go to the wood. Then we'll just set it up as we do. In here is going to be the same thing. So just a whole bunch of wood through there. Gonna need to touch up those little bits where the stone's going to be. And then in here, similar story, bunch of wood. So that'll be fine. Colmea is actually already on that, which is fantastic. And Hunter actually has a bit of a frenzy there. He's actually in a very good mood. So that's nice. Also looks like we're about to get a plasteel helmet, which I can't really complain about. So that'll be good to see. Hopefully we can get plenty of resources from this whole mining job as well. It is going to be a big one, but, you know, hopefully good things happen. A lot of resources in here too. Happy to see that. Always happy to see a lot of resources, to be honest. And I'm also very excited to see this area go up because we can start putting more bedrooms out here, which I absolutely want to do. I might change up the way we do bedrooms, though. I might try and do, like, one big structure rather than 4 separate structures with 3 bedrooms, but to to be fair, this does work kind of nicely. We could also move a hospital out into this space. That's actually something I kind of want to design. I think a hospital could be a really cool thing to build. You know, give everyone their own room and all that kind of stuff. So if we go to walls, I mean, what can we build the walls out of? Because I want it to be secure. So I'm kind of feeling like granite blocks could be an idea. I feel like granite blocks might not be a bad idea at all. So let's see here. Can I build? I can. Oh, my voice. Wow. I can build down here. So let's build a little bit further up so I'm not dealing with the weird land there. I do want some decent rooms for people. I don't think they need to be huge. But I think like that, right? So a 4x3 room for any patients. I think that could be a good idea. So 4, like that, basically. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for patients. I can't build over there, unfortunately. But, well, I could build like this. So then we want to go 5 here, I think. So like that. And then we can do another one here. And that should be fine. So those are going to be 5 medical rooms. And I think what we could do is maybe cancel those bits. So that's where some doors are going to be. So you can get into the hospital down here. And I think a granite... Oh, do we want to do a granite auto door on this? We do have the components. Maybe. We'll maybe do some auto doors. And then what I think we can do is go ahead and say we're going to have like a little bit of a corridor here, which is going to be another entrance to the hospital. And then just a storage area here for things like medicine. So I think that could be a good idea. Do we want 3 auto doors on this? I think maybe 3 auto doors could be a good idea. That's going to be 6 components. But I kind of want that building to be secure. We do have 6 components lying down here. We have more components we're going to mine there as well. And I do believe we have components up here that we're going to mine out as well. So I think that's fine to use some components on this. Even though we do have a bit of a shortage, I don't think I'm too stressed about it. We have a decent bit of silver just there. So my question becomes, 1,939 silver. Is that going to be enough to build sterile tiles? 15 silver per tile. 540. I think we do it. I think we're going all out on this hospital here. And then we could go with things like carpet, which need cloth. Although I don't think carpet in a hospital is something you really want. So we could just go with like metal tiles. Which, I mean, they're pretty, but they're labor and material intensive. Yeah, that was kind of my thought. It might just be best to go for wood. Although carpet could be really nice. You know, like a nice kind of red carpet or like a green carpet. I think a green carpet's what we're going to go for. We don't have enough cloth, though. How do I make cloth? I actually have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how we make cloth. I assume we need to probably harvest it, right? From like sheep or something like that. So I guess we'll just go wood for the floor in here. And I think we'll do the same for the storage area as well. Which is going to need a door. And I think we'll just stick with the granite. No, you know what? The storage area is going to have a regular wooden door. And I think we can maybe go ahead and cancel those bits as well, just to save on some materials. So wood floor is going there and there. And then the doors for the rooms as well. They really could be auto doors. I don't think they need to be. So we'll just do this sort of thing for 5 medical rooms just there. And that'll be good. Then over here we can do something with bedrooms. Not really sure what that something's going to be. But we'll do something with some bedrooms over there. just so that we can get some additional bedrooms into the base. Actually, while I'm here, if we go to floors, what is this here? This right here is paved tile, which is steel. Now, can I come down here and build some paved tile? I absolutely can. Okay. So we're going to go around this with a bunch of paved tiles, just to make it seem a bit more official, you know? There's something kind of like that. Can I come down here with it? Unfortunately, that's going to be a negative. But I can still connect it, which is at least something.